What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to be going over TLRY and some fundamental and technical analysis on it. Check it out. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into this video here. Now, before we do me a quick favor, smash the like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Also, remember, when you hit the like button, it really helps out with the channel's algorithm tremendously. So do me that quick favor and help me out with that if you enjoy this type of content. Now, we're going to talk about TLRY today, something that's been talked about a whole lot lately. And why? It's because those MJ stocks in that MJ sector has just been making massive moves up and down. No one knows what's going on, right? Most people, the average new trader or new investor is unsure what to do. So in this video, we're going to discuss some of the fundamental stuff that's going on with TLRY and the technical analysis on the chart itself. Initially, we'll go over some of the fundamentals, and then we're going to jump right on into the charts, because I think when you couple both together, it really gives you a broader picture of the company and what you can expect maybe potentially on the price action. All right, guys, so in this video, we're going to go over everything I just mentioned, and I also want you to let me know what your thoughts are on the stock in the comment section below. Let me know what your targets are. If you're investing or just trading it, let me know. Just drop those comments in the comment section for me. Now, we've done this on SNDL. We hit it out of the park. We did it on SENS, and we hit it out of the park. People in the comment section told me, it was a great analysis. A couple of people told me it was wrong, and then today I went on there and I showed them I was actually right on SENS. Now we're going to do the same thing with TLRY here. Now, one of the very first things we're going to cover on TLRY is that on February 17th, they actually posted their Q4 earnings and the full 2020, all right, information there as far as their earnings went and how they did on the year. And to their advantage, they actually posted their very first EBITDA profitability. All right, so that is huge in of itself, because that's the very first time the company has shown any sorts of profitability throughout a full calendar year, and that's amazing, right? Now, look, I'm not here to tell you that I'm some sort of TLRY fanboy or anything like that, because you know what? I'm not. I'm very neutral on TLRY itself. I tend to lean more on liking some of the American cannabis companies, and I don't have any open positions on TLRY or any of the MJ companies, but I am starting to look into potentially getting long some of those, right? Now, with TLRY itself, by them reporting that on February 17th, we've seen some moves on the stock. We've seen some bounces here and there. We've seen some extensions that have happened throughout the sector itself. And that is one thing that they have good going for them, okay? Another thing that they have going for them, coupled with that EBITDA profitability, is that they have announced a potential merger that they're working on with Afria. Now, that right there is huge, and I'll tell you why coming up in the video, why it is huge. It's not only huge just generally because it's some sort of partnership that's going to happen here, some sort of merger that's going to happen here. It's not only huge because of that, it's huge for another reason. Something happens when those two join together. You're going to have TLRY, who has now been profitable, partnering or merging, I should say, with Afria, making them now not only the largest cannabis company or the largest MJ company out there, but it's making them, potentially going to be the largest profitable company at this point, potentially, right? Potentially. Got to use that word potentially, because things change and things might not come to be. Maybe the merger fails. Maybe it doesn't happen. Right now, it has not been completed. So this is what you have. You have TLRY achieving profitability in 2020. You have TLRY now partnering with Afria, okay? So you have a lot going on here. Now, we're going to talk about some levels. Some analysts have TLRY as a target price of $19.39, okay? Now, that's their target price on TLRY from some analysts out here in analyst world, okay? They have TLRY priced at $19.39. TLRY currently is trading at $24.05 as of today. What is this? The 23rd of February at 12:02 p.m. Okay, they're trading at $24.05. That's where TLRY is at right now. Other analysts have TLRY at $18.40. And this is very important, because we're going to go over that $18.40 when we get into the chart. And I want you to see what it lines up with. All right. Now, there is one more thing going on here with TLRY, that if they continue being profitable, if they continue and they get this merger, okay, to finalize, we could see, or it could cause, a big jump in share price. And that is because there is a 20% short position on the stock itself. Okay, so 20% of the stock is being shorted. This could cause a big short squeeze, all right? And that 20% is based off of when the article was written, which, if I'm not mistaken, this article was written on the 17th, and today is the 23rd. So you have to keep in mind, this is a company that now showed profitability in 2020. There's a company that is starting to establish a merger with Afrio, making it the largest MJ company around, with a short position on the company that is 20%. So if things continue going well for TLRY, you could see another big short squeeze on this stock. Now, it doesn't end there. We got to jump into the chart and take a look at some levels and take a look at some past chart history on it to kind of like couple it all together, right? Now, this is more applicable, obviously, if you are a swing trader or some sort of trader. If you're an investor, you might not care. However, I would say stick around and learn a little bit about the chart, because it can't hurt, right? As an investor, when I invest in companies, I don't only look at all these fundamentals, I look at the chart itself as well. I like to see what the price's action has been on that given company. So let's go ahead and jump into that chart. As we do, once again, do me a favor, smash the like button for me, and also check the link in the description section below. You can download Webull and fund your account with $100. You're gonna get 2 free stocks. That's free money. Also, if you're into trading, check out the daytraderchatroom.com. I'll leave a link down there to a free course you can download. That's my course. I made it. You also have access to look at all our different subscriptions. So that gives you access to different courses and the live chat room, of course, that you will have access to the trade idea scanners, me and our moderators trading live every single day, bouncing ideas off of members, going through our courses, video lesson library jam-packed full of lessons. So let's jump in here into the chart. And here you have the TLRY chart. And as you can see, this is the daily chart. If you scroll back on TLRY, you'll see, and maybe you were around back then. I know I was back then, back here when TLRY went all the way to $300. All right, ever since then, it got absolutely demolished. And then last year, when we had the virus scare and the market crashed, you know, TLRY came all the way down here to $2 and change. It was a huge fail by many of us. We did not just pick up those cheap shares down there because, look, I'll be honest, I know myself, I wouldn't have held on to the 70s, but from $2 to $10, that would have been a real nice trade. Now, we know that TLRY has gotten hammered. What I want you to know, and why this is important right here, at least in the short term, is that there are a lot of bag holders potentially still in this stock, right? Because TLRY didn't make a big bounce up attempt until this year here, when it went all the way up here to 60, 70 some odd dollars, I believe. And there you could have seen some of these people who were bag holding the stock get out of it, okay? They could have cut some losses there. It's potentially possible. Now, the other thing I want you to notice is if we go back and we talk about the analysts who have TLRY at $18.40, I want you to look at where this blue line is. This blue line is right here in the 1840s. You see that line right there? It lines up in the 1840s. That blue line, my friends, is the 50-day moving average. If TLRY continues to pull back into that range, we could definitely see a bounce off of that range. And you'll have the technical bounce, which is the 50-day moving average, and you'll potentially have people buying that 1840 area, right? $19, 1840 area, you know, because they like that target based off of these analysts who have given 1840 as a target value for the stock, right? So you could see a potential bounce in there. Not only is it the 50-day moving average, but it does coincide with some tops back, well, the close on this day here and the bottom on this day here, and some tops in here, okay? Some more bottoms in here, so that could be a potential support zone on TLRY, all right? Based off of the volume, we had giant volume on this push on upward, okay? Big volume on this push on upward, big rejection and drop. I know that the sector in its entirety did begin to drop, but this is huge volume. It shows you that there's a lot of selling pressure up here in the 60s. So, you know, theoretically, looking at this chart, I would look for this $18 area where this 50-day moving average is at, and these previous tops are at that we talked about here, and that analyst target as possibly a potential bounce area on TLRY. If that area doesn't hold, you could definitely see TLRY come down here to the 15s. Okay, and if I were to invest in this, which I'm not going to, if I were to invest in TLRY, then I would probably start to scale in, because usually for investing, I just buy little portions here and there. Like for example, today we had a big pullback in the market. Palantir, PLTR pulled back hard. I added some more shares to my long positions, right? But those are investments, they're not trades, meaning I'm going to be holding on to that possibly for decades. Okay, so if I were to do the same with TLRY, I would just add into it as we drop, right? And eventually I'll have like my bottom line. I won't add beyond this, and that would probably be somewhere around here on this previous earnings candle right here in that $12 range. I'd probably stop around there, maybe $10, and I would not add underneath $10 at all at that point. That's just me. That's what I would do, and I'm not going to do any of that because I'm not going to invest in TLRY, right? This video is just meant to go over some of these fundamental news that came out and this technical analysis based off of the chart. You could potentially see support in that $18.40 to $18 range, maybe 15. The 12s right here that coincides with these tops and this 100-day moving average, which is this white line. And lastly, this $10 range, which is this 200-day moving average, right? That's what I would look for on TLRY. It might not get down there, you know, it might not get down there, but I think 15 to 1840s, that range, right? That range underneath 19, I think is very possible. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. It just means I think it's very possible. Let me know what you think. Drop it in the comment section below. All right. And remember to smash the like button for me. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.